Now we turn to Gaza, where a new controversial phase in Israel's war against Hamas is unfolding. It doesn't involve airstrikes or tanks, but something far less visible and far more unpredictable. Arming the local militias, or we talk in the military parlance, the counter groups. Prime Minister Netanyahu has confirmed the move, saying it's a strategic step to weaken Hamas from within. But critics, some within Israel's own defense establishment, warn it could spiral into long-term security threat. Is Israel empowering resistance or risking chaos? Let's decode it.
The Israeli government argues this is about leveraging internal divisions in Gaza. In a recent statement, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Israel had activated clans that oppose Hamas, calling the move not just legitimate but effective. But the former defense minister, Lieberman, sees it very differently. He says Israel is distributing rifles to what he calls crime families groups that could eventually use those same weapons against Israeli forces. His warning, it's complete madness.
In the war-torn landscape of southern Gaza, a new kind of force is emerging, backed quietly but now openly acknowledged by Israel. The tribal militias led by figures like Yasser Abu Sabah. They are receiving weapons, reportedly to challenge Hamas dominance from inside. Sources say these groups operating under names like the Popular Forces and the Anti-Terrorism Unit have been active around Rafah, especially in areas where Hamas control is weaker. Their mission is to fight Hamas, disrupt their operations and regain clan-based influence. But this isn't a traditional resistance movement. According to reports, some of these fighters have criminal past, allegedly having connections to ISIS-inspired groups and a history of looting humanitarian aid. Line between security partners and armed gang is beginning to blur.
Israeli officials argue this isn't about building a permanent force. It's a tactical move to destabilize Hamas and take advantage of fractures in Gazan society. But experts warn the risks are growing. Firstly, the militia have limited loyalty. Secondly, tribal leaders in Gaza have rejected their legitimacy. And thirdly, the weapons once distributed can't easily be controlled. Security analysts describe the strategy as high risk with no guarantee of long-term success. One even called it a fantasy, not a strategy.
Yasser Abu Shabab, a man at the center of this operation, is no stranger to controversy. Once imprisoned for theft, he is now leading a militia that controls part of eastern Rafah. Photos show him armed, standing near UN convoys. Hamas has labeled him as a traitor and vowed retaliation. Arabic and Western analysts suggest the group has roots in cross-border smuggling networks and may have rebranded itself several times to obscure its affiliations from criminal gangs to Salafi jihadist cells. Inside Gaza, Hamas has responded fiercely. In a statement, they accuse Israel of trying to create social chaos by arming what they call criminal collaborators. The group has promised to confront these gangs no matter what's the cost. Meanwhile, militia denies receiving Israeli aid, claiming their weapons are outdated and locally sourced. But video evidence suggests otherwise. Fighters have been wearing new gear marked with anti-terror service in both Arabic and English, raising more questions than the answers. What happens next is unclear. Netanyahu has got presented a long-term plan for Gaza governance. With no stable alternatives to Hamas, critics worry that arming militias could backfire, creating a new order. But new wave of instability, Israeli intelligence agencies are reportedly divided over this issue. While some support the short-term benefits, others warn that this may turn into a self-inflicted threat down the line. As the war in Gaza drags on, Israel's strategy is shifting from direct confrontation to unconventional warfare. But with every rifle handed over and every group empowered, the future becomes harder to predict. Just like airstrikes carry the risk of regional escalation, proxy militia carry the risk of internal collapse.
Israel says it's dismantling Hamas from the inside, but by arming tribal fighters with unclear motives and questionable past, it may be building a new threat in the shadows. In the end, the strategy may not be judged by how many Hamas fighters are weakened, but by what kind of Gaza is left behind. The guns are in the hands of militias, the consequences still uncertain. With video journalist Manoj, Nancy Baloda for DD India.